That is Brett. Morning.
Welcome to the party. Hold on to your hats because we're going to take down your belts.
As you swallow pills.
These are vegan amino acids.
Yeah, sure they are. Is that what you call Molly these days?
No, I call Molly late for dinner.
Today is a day about remembering those in service.
Well, that's not quite right.
Sure.
Those who were in service and gave their lives.
Yeah, you know what? I was just hearing this morning on this, I guess it's a podcast, you could call it, that this guy did some research and Memorial Day was to remember all who had passed with flowers. That was kind of part of its origin. This general that was right around the Civil War. And his words were all who passed.
It bears further reflection and makes for a really bad comedy.
Certainly the razor's edge. Yes. Yeah, I started working on our opening.
Yes, and I owe you some voiceover.
I think I'm moved past it.
So Kathy's lost her opportunity.
I think so. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll tell her that.
Okay.
It'll
Of course,
crush her.
I'm sure it will. Sure, her whole life hinged on being a part of Cracker Jacks.
No, actually, she's going to be really disappointed. She was looking forward to it.
Well,
There's still time,
there is still time. It's not finished.
right?
What was she going to record?
Some lines you sent me.
Come up with something else.
Okay. All right.
That this woman on Fiverr did several takes for you can't drink enough coffee for this show. And oh my God, it's so funny. It's so damn funny.
It's also true. You cannot drink enough coffee for this show.
Oh, no. There is no sense of being awake for this.
Oh,
But how are you doing?
I'm good.
Right on.
Yeah.
What what's today's lesson?
My book's on the kitchen table. We're at 50. And I haven't looked at it yet. But we're supposed to 50 and then start reviewing all of them to 50.
Does that mean you're going to be caught up with the rest of the group?
Mm-hmm. A bunch of people are on have been on 50 for several days.
In a course of 365 lessons, we stopped at 50.
Well, unity apparently is important in this case. So,
Is it?
yeah.
I am sustained by the love of God.
Yep.
Here's the answer to every problem that will confront you today, tomorrow, and throughout time. In this world, you believe you are sustained by everything but God. Your faith is placed in the most trivial and insane symbols: pills, money, protective clothing, prophylactics, being liked, knowing the right people, and an endless list of forms of nothingness that you endow with magical powers.
And what's really the truth of the miracle is I am sustained by God.
Yep.
God, my thoughts are God's thoughts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is the outdoor noise too much?
Nope.
Groovy.
So we've covered it. Memorial Day, God.
Our opening. Your partner being ousted from.
Hey, you snooze, you lose. We've had over a week to think about it, and then we could have worked on it.
Yeah.
All those times we were lazing around, working on the house.
Watching TV.
Yeah. We could have been doing something else.
Yeah.
We watched Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium this week.
Is it good?
Oh, it's amazing.
I think I saw it. I'm not sure.
Dustin Hoffman.
Isn't that one of
Natalie
Terry Gilliam?
Portman. What?
Isn't that one of Terry Gilliam's?
I don't think so.
Mr. McGowan. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Yeah. Anyway. Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, he plays the caretaker of a Wonder Emporium, which would tend to look like a toy store, but it's no mere toy store.
I think I did see that.
Yeah, 2007.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Did we talk about Promising Young Woman?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That just still stays with me. I also watched
Different mood.
What?
Different mood.
Yeah. I also watched Army of the Dead on Netflix because I'm a huge Tig Notaro fan. And she was totally green screened in because she replaced an actor who was yanked from the film, but the film was already completed.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Tig is like in these scenes, but she was filmed without any of the actors.
So Tig
Notaro,
and she's a comedian, right?
yeah. But
Yeah.
she's been doing acting.
She's playing a dramatic role in this, right?
Well, it's a bit tongue in cheek, but it's an action movie.
Okay.
And she plays a badass action hero with a cigar in her mouth and just like, the badass action lines.
All right. That'll be something to watch. What's the title of the film?
It's called Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead.
It's a zombie movie.
Yeah.
And it's over the top.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lots of things, flesh exploding.
Yes. Yeah. But it was just fun to watch her.
Yeah. She's amazing.
And it was interesting, from that cinematic perspective.
Yeah, the technical problem.
Yeah.
One of the things that occurs to me that two crackers could do is movie reviews.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
There is a show that does documentaries, Tig's podcast, that she does with her friend Cheryl. And they review documentaries. And what's brilliant is they just go off on, there's very little dedicated to the documentary.
It's a leaping off point.
And they have so much fun, man. That's one of my favorite podcasts because it's just so damn fun. So damn fun.
That's awesome. One of the things that's been interesting about trying to do this show with you is I'm coming off my deep meditation. So when I land here, my energy is not like kinetic and fired up and like ready to be funny. It's more like super grounded and straight guy style. So I might have to finish off with laugh yoga.
Meditative. If an enlightened state is not also filled with humor and laughter, then is it truly enlightened?
I don't view the object of meditation as enlightenment. I'm trying to make myself funnier.
Meditation, the object of meditation. I have meditation on the shelf. I take it off once a morning, put it on my head.
That's right. I do. The objective of meditation.
The objective of meditation is not enlightenment.
Nope. Not for me.
to ignore my neighbors for a good half hour.
It's so I can, justify having spent $300 on my noise canceling headphones.
that's that's a good. These beats, $300. Make your meditative experience.
You want high vibes? Then try these headphones.
The only noise you will hear is in your head. So much noise. I imagine you heard that Kink song. Noise. Can't get rid of the noise.
I wasn't much of a Kinks fan,
I
so
have to
no,
kill you now.
that's another song. That's Mondays. Why I don't like Mondays.
I don't like Mondays because I can see no reason because there are no reasons. What reason do you need to die? Tell me what.
That's the Kinks. That's their legacy.
That wasn't the Kinks. That
Oh,
was
see, that's how much I know.
Boomtown Rats.
Oh, oh,
Bob Geldof.
with Bob Geldof.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder he did Live Aid. He had to redeem himself.
That's a great song. That is a great song.
I don't know why I don't like Mondays.
Well, it's based on that true story.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what she said. He, as an artist, was just telling the story.
I get it.
What about Marilyn Manson? I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever listened to a Marilyn Manson song all the way through.
Oh man, really?
Yeah.
One of my favorite bootlegs is Marilyn Manson at the Cow Palace. I think it's so good. Next motherfucker is gonna get
For those of you who can't read lips,
over the headphones. I was saying, next motherfucker is gonna get my. I don't know what he says right there.
it's the way he says it though that you like.
Yeah, the whole. It's like probably an hour, 10 minutes of pure.
Dark energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not dark energy like, like evil. It's more like anger, that base energy. Base. Yeah.
I didn't say evil. I said dark energy.
You did. That's true. You did. I'm not calling you a racist for it. You know what's hella funny? Yesterday, without any meeting, Candy was saying to me, you have a dark side and it's so dark and it's really dark. And I was like, okay, she's, I'm just calling a spade a spade. I was like, are you alone? I don't.
Yeah, we probably should watch that one, Candy. See if you can eliminate that reference from your vocabulary.
I always thought it was referring to the cards.
Well,
I'm wrong, I guess. I can tell from the look on your face.
it is, and then it's also yes and, right?
Yes.
So when you have words that are in use and then people start using them in ways that have impacts that are toxic, then they're no longer neutral, even though their origins might have been neutral.
Yes, and we'll just leave that one alone.
Yeah, two crackers have no business talking about something like this.
Yeah, we do. We have all the business in the world to talk about something like that. That was very kind. The woman who did the recording of You Can't Drink Enough Coffee.
Yeah.
She said, well, what is the show? And, I gave her a description. And
what's the description you gave her?
Okay, this is paraphrasing, but said something along the lines of,
we're neurodivergent.
We're, no, I don't even know what that means. brain dead, neurodivergent. My synapse have stopped. I no longer operate from my synapse. Okay, it's all
Just
gut.
one synapse. I only have one synapse available.
um, Something along the lines of, we it's a tongue-in-cheek, humorous show, fun, and the name of it's Crackerjacks. And yes, we're white, but we're doing our best to identify as human and ride that razor's edge between that you went too far and that's so funny it hurts.
Yeah.
And she went, that sounds like a lot of fun. All right, I'll see what I can do.
This will be the death of us both, I'm sure. But what a way to go.
I know, right? Do you know oh shoot, I just forgot his name. Stand-up comedian, really dark humor. Um anyway, he has this bit because he had this show for a short period of time, and he did this thing called Shark Party, celebrating when a shark would kill a human. And he was getting death threats. And he went, as a stand-up comedian, to die because of a joke I did, that's perfect. And then he goes on, like, I'm definitely giving you the footnote version. But then he goes like, well, his management comes back, your family's getting death threats now. And he's all, I never thought my family would be affected by my jokes. It just never occurred to me. So if a family member dies because of a joke I did, even better.
That's commitment.
That's it. He's so damn funny. He's
Yeah.
so good.
I can't help but think of shark skin condoms when you talk about sharks.
Shark skin.
Feels good going in.
Shark Party. Oh, that's that just reminded me of that movie, David Cronenberg.
Well,
with
before we that, we just have to make sure we attribute shark skin condoms to Ubenza Candidea, who you may have heard of in the intro.
who you did hear in the intro. Because who the fuck comes in on a podcast 15 minutes into it?
Anyway, you were going to say something about another guy. What were you saying? I fucked up. I know. I interrupted you.
I don't remember.
Sometimes there's prizes in the box, and sometimes there's not. Crackerjacks.
There's Crackerjacks. Lots of popcorn, plenty of peanuts.
We were conceived when our parents did the popcorn box trick.
Yeah, the popcorn box. A lot of caramel coating on that one. Yeah, I heard my mom say, the prize used to be a lot better.
Oh, it'd be fun to relaunch that product and actually make it like really good instead of like just cheap stale popcorn covered in corn syrup, brown corn syrup.
Yeah.
But like really like awesome stuff. And then one in every million boxes has a diamond ring in it. Like
From
really
the same company.
well, sure, why not? Their diamonds are just as good as anyone's.
Now
Except they
you have
might
a
come
friend in
they
the
might come
diamond
from the wrong part of Africa. Let's not do diamonds.
Do diamonds come from any good source?
Well, it's the method of their coming that's the problem.
Well, it's the method of their mining, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think there is a good, conscious mining. All our miners choose to be miners. And we make sure they're over the age of 16.
Fed and watered regularly, and their stalls cleaned out once a week.
Okay, that was heartbreaking. There's a woman up in Napa who's a famous photographer, and she did a book that is about slavery around the world, and the mineral mining, including diamond, is one of the ones that you just see like these kids who are, 10 years old going down in the mines.
If you're driving a Tesla, you might want to look into where that battery came from.
Like if you have a cell phone, if you have a computer, our life is based on slave labor.
Yeah.
On that pleasant note, I'm going to go visit a grave.
See, we could have been talking about Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium.
Yep. And I'd have to just make up my part of the review. Yeah, remember when that rhino came bursting through the door?
And
Halloween.
skewered Natalie Portman's character right in the brain, and her head went everywhere. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
horrible.
Do you know Natalie Portman was filmed on a green screen because really it was starring Robin Williams?
I still think we should remake the movie God. George Burns and John Denver.
Yep. Was a great movie.
I haven't watched it in a while. I might be overthinking it.
Well, there's a strong possibility it won't hold. Like I tried watching Tootsie about a year ago, and I was just like, it's got great people in it, but it just was like,
It was like that for me the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You didn't appreciate Dustin Hoffman in a dress and a wig, bright red lips.
Well, I wouldn't say that it was that I didn't appreciate him. I just wasn't inspired by him.
What about Good Morning Vietnam? Have you gone back and looked at that?
That was amazing. I haven't watched that in a while. My first experience with that was amazing.
Yeah.
And I think I've watched it once since my first time, but I don't think I've watched it since then. Good morning, Cracker Jacks.
Will Kathy do that?
I'll ask. Good morning, Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
Do you want it with that same kind of emphasis?
She could do it however she wants.
Okay.
What about really sexy? Good morning, Cracker Jacks.
I'll ask her. It's just what I want. The whole world lusting after my girlfriend every time they hear our podcast.
Yeah, because let's see. I'm looking over the list now. Have a nice day. 2 Crackers United for West Compton. What did he just say? Are you sure about that? And now it's time for Monday Madness with 2 Crackers, Greg and Mark. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. You can't drink enough coffee with the show. I don't want to. Ben's mad at me. I got them all.
All right.
I got everything on our list. So yeah, so she would be doing something totally unique.
Did you also put in the recording has ended?
As what?
The recording has ended, which is the thing we recorded.
That's at the very end.
Right.
That's how our podcast ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't done that yet.
Okay. And I have to send you the last, it's now 3 episodes, including this one.
Really? I thought it was just last week. Oh yeah, because last week, the week before, and this one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm just trying to send you the MP3 of You Can't Drink Enough Coffee, but it's not giving me that as a choice. Oh.
I think one of the overlooked people of Memorial Day is Bob Hope. He gave his life to being funny for the troops.
Yeah. I have a Bob Hope story.
Yeah.
When Chris and I were shopping around the Money Tree to studios to see if they'd pick it up. We did a screening at this place in Santa Monica that was like this aviation museum, and they had a screening room. So we rented that, and it was close enough. And Bob Hope was doing a special thing for some party that night. So he was downstairs rehearsing. So we had this big band music and this loud chaos going on while we're trying to screen the Money Tree upstairs. We tried to like get him to stop for the hour of us screening. And apparently Bob Hope had more pull in Santa Monica than we did.
That's just rude. Look, Bob, we're trying to make a movie about marijuana, man. You're just really cramping our style.
He just looked at us with those old sunken eyes. He was
He
probably like 96.
said, talk to my agent because I can't hear you.
Exactly. And I don't want to hear you. In fact, I don't want you in my presence.
That's why the band is so loud.
Yeah. My hat is off to anyone who creates a living in the entertainment industry. Even like bad movies are miracles. It is just such a miracle to complete something.
Yeah, and people take it for granted. People just don't, unless they've been on a set for 12 hours a day to get a 5 minute shot, they don't understand.
Uh, I can remember Pele, who was the girl on the island in the Money Tree. I was talking with her about music, and Foreigner had come out with their album that I didn't really like, and she was like, telling me, look, all these artists are creating their best work. Like they're not in there just jerking around. Like she was, that's insane what we're just saying now. Like have some respect for the work, even if you don't like it. Just show some respect for the effort.
Yeah, one of the most difficult parts of being a boho was liking Bon Jovi.
Really?
Yeah, because people looked at me weird.
Live the Cowboy song. That was one of the greatest songs.
Oh, Shot Down, Blaze of Glory,
No, no, no. Um, I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride.
Wanted Dead and Alive.
Wanted dead or alive. Yeah, that was a great song.
Yeah, that did more for hair extensions than any on white people than any other band.
I heard mullets are coming back. How's it look?
I've got a reverse mullet.
You have a no mullet.
I have no mullet today.
That'd be funny, a reverse mullet, short in back, really long in front.
I had a mullet for a while when I was in Commander Casual. I have
That's very
pictures.
odd to me.
You've never really worn your hair that short, I don't think.
I did when I was at the radio stations. I cut it short when I was trying to really be a corporate lad. Yeah. And I can remember that year, like, because you got your yearly review. And one of the station managers mentioned, like, nice haircut as part of my review. I was like, that just said it all to me. Like,
You can get fired for that now.
that's ridiculous. Whole thing's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Was that you?
I don't know. I doubt it. Maybe. It came out of my computer.
Well, then it was you.
Well, I don't know.
I don't have anything open that bones. Is that your little meditation gong going off?
No, that's on my phone.
Time to meditate. Time to meditate. Time to meditate. Did you ever read A Soft Rain Will Fall by Ray Bradbury?
A soft what?
Rain Will Fall.
No.
It's really good. It's this total house that is completely, computer, like, time to wake up and breakfast is made and all this stuff, but everyone's dead from a nuclear explosion. So the house is just going through the daily thing. And then at the end, there's a weather report and it's a soft rain will fall.
Oh man.
It was really good. Ray Bradbury was so good.
Really, really brilliant. Yeah.
Uh, by the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes.
Yeah, that's sort of weird. Why the pricking of the thumb?
Well, that's from Shakespeare, I think, with Macbeth and Three Witches. And that's how he
Ah,
opened
so
his
yeah, okay,
book.
now I get it. Yeah, because the witches prick their thumbs.
Right. And then he started his book with that quote, something wicked this way comes. You ever read that book?
No, actually.
Did you see the movie, Disney
Does that
movie?
make me illiterate? I think it does.
Well, it certainly doesn't make you educated.
Yeah, I guess I'm just edumacated.
You keep reading these fucking books about like sunken Atlantis and how Whitey's destroying the world and how the patriarch has risen up to this Tower of Babel that's now crumbling down at the feet of hypocrisy. And
Wow, you nailed me. I feel so much shame.
really, it's like you're feeling your mustache.
Uh,
Feeling so much shame. That'd be a good band name.
I'm healing so much shame.
No, the name of the band is So Much Shame, and the first
Oh,
album's Healing.
okay.
I like that. A special guest star, Marilyn Manson.
Oh, Jesus. Ah. He needs it, man. That guy really needs it.
Well, that's what's in the news right now, but who knows? Who knows for sure? I wasn't there.
Well, he can always hang out with Alice Cooper, apparently.
Alice seems like a really nice gentleman.
That's what I mean.
Hmm,
He knows what it's like to be misjudged based on your rock performances.
right. What are you looking for?
Uh, I got a notification that a job interview is at 2 o'clock today, so I was putting it in my calendar.
Hmm. So you're hitting the streets, huh?
I always have my eyes on things.
It's good.
Um, this one feels like they'll probably offer it to me, and I'm not sure I want it, which is kind of a bummer.
Well, it's nice to have that choice.
Yeah. It's teaching summer technology to K through 5 kids for the summer.
At a summer camp
Yeah.
up north there?
No, here, yeah, here in my town.
Here in my town.
We push pixels around, keyboards and mouses, and computer laptops.
What would you be teaching them?
I'm not sure yet. That's what I'm trying to find out. There's some Minecraft, there's some audio video stuff. Because in Minecraft, you build stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
sort of.
so I don't know exactly.
Next motherfucker's gonna get. Yeah, I saw Peter Nevins Saturday.
Oh, he's here in town?
Yeah,
Oh, what's he up to?
he and Neil are working on a project together.
Is it a musical project or an art project? Or, I mean, not that music isn't art, but
Well, with those two, as Peter said, whenever Neil and I get together to record a song, it always involves much more than just the music. So they've got this whole moon goddess thing that they're gonna like be doing and this video accompaniment to the song. And
what they're really doing is casting spells.
yeah, they're really drinking lots of coffee.
Is that what's going on? So he might be around for a little while.
I think just about a couple more weeks.
It'd be fun to catch up with him. Did he say whether he was COVID vaccinated or not?
We didn't talk about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I realized as I asked the question, we were publicly discussing someone's health, and I was like, "That's kind of,
Haifa's gonna
that's very crackerjack of me."
crack it. You crackety ass cracker.
In fact, I have to wear special shirts just so that when I'm gardening, I'm not so crack.
Crack it.
Speaking of moons,
Yeah,
I can see that went right over your head.
a little bit. I saw it go by and I decided to let it go over my head.
Yeah, it was a little cheesy.
I don't know, Mark, your ass just doesn't need commentary for me.
Well, I'm glad to hear it didn't go completely over your head. I wouldn't want my ass hanging over my head either.
Oh, and now we head south.
I have yet to have my first cup of coffee,
Really?
which is why you can't drink enough coffee for this show.
Was there a game show called Stump the Chump?
If there was, I wouldn't know about it.
Seems I've heard that phrase before. And not sure where I heard it.
Yeah. There must be something politically incorrect about saying the word chump. I bet we can find
Oh, I'm
something.
sure there is. Especially if the chump identifies as a white privileged neo-Nazi, pink gartered Republican Trump supporting elephant.
No self-respecting elephant would have anything to do with any of that.
Aren't Republicans elephants?
I don't know.
And the donkey is Democrat? Or do I have
Perhaps.
I can tell. Mark and Greg, politically active, and all those are.
No, I actually know the answers, but I'm being deliberately evasive in an attempt to be funny, which, of course, I should have been even more evasive.
So you do know.
Yes, Democrats are asses and Republicans are elephants.
Right, so I had it right.
Which makes me an ass.
Assume.
Yeah. My favorite party now is water party.
My favorite party is New Year's party. Pool party.
Yep.
I've heard a lot this year, people saying Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of summer. And I think people are really like ready to go out and just be in the world again.
It's funny because it's been the unofficial official start of summer for so long now.
Yeah, but
It's actually official. It's not technically astronomically the start of summer, but it's always been the start of summer.
Well, that's what, but I haven't heard it spoken of as much as I have in the past week.
Yeah, well, especially because here in the Bay Area, we've had our first heat event, as they call it. Used to be a wave, but apparently they don't go away anymore.
Heat wave.
Somehow that old song doesn't have the same ring to it. Heat event. Then we talking about a heat event.
Melting ice caps in the sand. Used to be Antarctica, now it's a massive land.
Where we all live, because we can.
Where did all the penguins go? Long time past me.
We needed something to barbecue on Memorial Day.
Oh, baby penguin on the grill.
Making tacos? Yeah. Yes, I will.
Mascafe, Mascafe. Boy, if anyone's still listening to this, I just feel sorry. No, I don't. I'm glad. I'm grateful. No, don't go away. Where are you going? Are you going to work today?
Nope. This is it.
Wow, nice.
Well, I have stuff to do that are, you know, helping keep this house from falling down.
Out in the garden.
We'll have to water today, which because of water restrictions, I'm doing less of, but the garden seems to be handling. We're gonna do some compost tea, which is where you take compost and you make it into a liquid solution, and that provides nutrients for the plants. And then we live in a home that has a whole lot of windows. In fact, one whole wall in the living room is all windows. So today is window washing today. And some of that involves getting up on the garage roof to get the stuff that's up high and using squeegees on long poles and all of that sort of thing. So
It's
I'm
a
excited.
project. How often do you guys wash your windows?
Seems like twice a year,
That's,
whether they need them or not.
that's reasonable. No, you're out there in the rain some days. Oh, fuck, I hate washing windows.
I hate washing windows in the rain. If only it rained ammonia, then it'd be so much easier. Now we're back to Ray Bradbury.
Yep. Soft rain will fall.
Washing windows on Venus.
What do you guys do? What's your window washing technique?
Well, there's the inside and then there's the outside, and you wash them both.
I am placing my fingers on the bridge of my nose. I ask because my mom was adamant that newspaper, not color print newspaper, the black and white newspaper, and Windex was the way to wash windows.
You know, I'm familiar with that technique, and you know what I've seen professionals use is squeegees. So I'm going with squeegees.
And Windex?
That's a brand name, and I don't endorse brands on this show.
I do. That's why I have more money than you, Mark. Because you
maybe you
keep
do.
refusing our brand solicitations.
Well, let me just say this: if Windex wants to make us an offer, I'll consider it.
It's mighty white of you.
I'm thinking very clearly now. The sun is shining through.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Look all around, nothing but blue skies and a few spider webs. Look straight ahead.
Hey, how's your music going?
It's going pretty good. I started rehearsing with my friend Tomas a little bit before, after my trip, getting back from Washington,
Nice.
and my band Sharkbait is back in training.
Who's drumming?
And, well, we have the occasional services of a guy named Scott Bohm, who is famous for being the drummer in a band called I Refuse. Irie Fuse, 2 words. Irie, like feeling Irie man, and fuse.
I like that. I refuse.
Yeah,
that's good.
And he's excellent at the style of reggae, and Sharkbait is a reggae band.
Shark Party!
Yeah. We don't play the shark song, though.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do do
We did perform the Shark Song Illumination at one point.
Did you?
Yeah, it was fun. We made these big placards so that people could sing along.
That's awesome.
Bobby was up like a few,
That's awesome.
and it's fun learning. It turns out it's a fairly easy song. So yeah, I've been playing a little bit. I haven't finished the writing project. There's a song that I started writing earlier this year, and it's just been sitting waiting for me. I kind of got stuck on the theme of the lyrics, and I'm waiting for Scott to do kind of a final run on the recording of the drums, because he did some experiments to try to get a feel for it. But of course, I took probably the simplest, most easygoing reggae style of all, reggae, and I made it complicated because I was thinking, oh, it needs to have some complicated nature to it, because I was like, oh, I want changes and I want riffs, and apparently
This is prog reggae.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Prog gay.
That sounds a little Castro. Prog gay. Are you prog gay? Yes,
Progressive reggae.
What did you just say?
Progressive reggae.
Progressive reggae. Progressive reggae.
The other thing I did this week was I signed up on voiceover.com to see if I could get some voiceover work going.
Nice.
And I need to sign up and pay their yearly fee before they'll start letting me submit too. And you know, like, I also need to clean my room, my office.
Your office looks very clean to me.
I know. Well, of course, I've got the Zoom level of it very tidy, but what you don't see
is on the floor up
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the chair
Like-
level.
it's like this thing about Zoom now. It's like people do Zoom, but there's like this area outside of camera where anything goes.
Right.
And you can sort of see, like, if you look there, there's a little bit of my laundry.
Bad, Mark.
Let me
He
fix that.
covers it up with his shoulder.
I do have a job interview today, so who knows?
Well, at 2:00.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Good luck.
Yeah, and it was really fun talking to everyone today. If you get a chance, go out and see Dr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. And what was the film you recommended today?
Well, Army of the Dead with Tig Notaro. And again,
Yeah,
I don't know if
back to
I'd
back.
recommend it, but I'm just a huge Tig fan. And her very first scene is brilliant. Like, I would say if you wanted to, you could turn it off after her first scene, because you've seen, for me, the highlight. It's, yeah.
I, on the other hand, the first scene of Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium is amazing, and it just gets better and better and better and better and better and better. And even the ending credits were incredible because they stayed with the theme of the film. This idea of how we all have wonder, right? We can wonder. We can use our curiosity, and then when we investigate things, we are given wonder. And what was the 50th exercise today? Just for
Oh, God is our resource, something like that. Well, let's find out. What was it? God is my coffee cup. I am sustained by the love of God.